as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And now running right through it. So a good taken down, a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a fourth-quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 39 that time. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to go back to Stills, and now it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch there. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 23-yard run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mariota now from the 50. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. These Dolphins last year, Charles, 6-10 under second-year coach Adam Gase. A regression from their playoff run in 2016. For this once-proud franchise, they haven't won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
Yeah, think about it this way. 2 years under head coach Adam Gase, a little bit of a yo-yo. Playoffs his first year, not close his second year. They need to get back to competing for a playoff spot this season. How so? More consistent play, less penalties, and getting Ryan Tannehill back for all 16 games at quarterback.
Well, you mentioned penalties. The Dolphins had more penalties than any team the last 2 years. Coleman now. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And off the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 66 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Coleman. What a spin. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Darius Jennings taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point try now for Suckup. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will shave one more off this lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We out. Hey, 20. Clay.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Hey, 20.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to face a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
On the right side open is Gesicki. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go, get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today. This run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yes, and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and long here for Mariota. Dancing to his left. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. Third down here. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And, it'll be intercepted. The rookie Minka Fitzpatrick with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Titans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The return man is Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daquan Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey. Hip. Play.
And the blitz does come. Hard throw, incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. William Hayes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Suckup will put this one right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And out come the Dolphins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Tannehill. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan in there to get him for a loss of 5. First down, Mariota being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing, Mariota. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The carry here for the big tight end. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Brian Arakpo in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Tannehill now to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill, he's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down.